Welcome to Billingham Stars TV, your home for highlights of the Ultimate Windows Billingham Stars. And it's another one-game weekend for the Stars as the Dragons come into the Forum in a relegation battle. Before the game, players and spectators pay tribute to EIHA Director Bob Wilkinson, who sadly passed away earlier in the week. So big game at the Forum. Here's all the action on Billingham Stars TV.
The Stars early in the game putting pressure on the Dragons as they have in their three previous encounters, with Jack Watkins putting this one right above the netminder's shoulder. The first goal of the game in the second minute of the first period, and another assist for Chris Sykes, keeping his score streak going. Straight from the face-off, this puck picked up by James Moss with a shot on goal, saved by the netminder. Managing to work around the defensive zone, with Bowman putting this one in the back of the net on the rebound. Just too much going on in front of the net for the Dragons netminder to handle, and that goal makes it 2-0 for the Billingham Stars. The Dragons, though, hoping to put more pressure on the Stars, working the puck around their defensive zone before letting it go and fall onto the stick of Jack Watkins, passing it across the front of the net. But a good save from the netminder. Chris Sykes passes it out to Jack Watkins, and his second goal of the game. An absolute rocket of a shot from right in front. No chance of the netminder saving that one. The Stars giving the Dragons barely any breathing space, constantly in their defensive zone with this shot from Ben Davison, and Sykes trying to get the rebound in the back of the net, but it just manages to trickle in front of the goal line. Luke Brown managing to keep the Dragons player back from the face-off, and a quick shot from Scott Cooper just going off the crossbar and into the netting above. Another close goal-scoring opportunity for the Stars in this first period. Some excellent skating from Ross Hanlon, working the puck all the way into the defensive zone, passing across to Dennis Bostrom. But a good stick check from the Dragons player, managing to make that puck go in the other direction. Second period action now, and the Dragons looking for their first goal of the game, but a brilliant save from Mark Watson to deny them of that. The Stars easily managing to work the puck around the defensive zone, running the Dragons in circles with a shot from Tom Keeley going through between the pads of the netminder, making the score 4-0 to the Billingham Stars at the beginning of the second period. The Dragons, though, managing to make the most of a line change for the Stars with this long stretch pass across the ice, and some brilliant work from Scott McKenzie faking the shot before putting it in the back of the net past Mark Watson. Their first goal of the game, making the score 4-1 to the Billingham Stars. In the third period, the Stars taking a trick out of the Dragons, book this long pass through the middle of the ice to Sykes, but a brilliant save from the Dragons netminder. Lagging behind and with points at stake, the Dragons managing to get another goal, finding that gap. And that goal from Parsons, meaning Dragons only 2 goals behind the Stars as we get towards the end of the third period. Poor timing for the Dragons to be giving a power play to the Stars. This high sticks penalty from Kennedy, meaning the Stars go on a 2-minute power play. And that power play allowing the Stars a lot of space in the Dragons' defensive zone, and Jack Watkins with his hat-trick goal of the night, making the score 5-2. Another wicked shot off his stick, and a brilliant performance tonight from Jack Watkins. but the Dragons weren't laying down yet. Another goal, making the score 5-3. Managing to pass the puck across the front of Mark Watson. Through the legs. And the Dragons, again, only 2 goals behind. Desperation tactics to get those ever crucial points for the Dragons, pulling the netminder at the end of the 3rd period. Pressure being put on the Stars, but Sykes managing to break away with the puck and put it in the back of the empty net for the final goal of the game, making the score 6-3 to the Ultimate Windows Billingham Stars.
After a blistering start, a more routine 6-3 win for the Billingham Stars tonight almost secures 2nd place in the table. Man of the Match awards went to Deeside player coach Scott McKenzie and Billingham's hat-trick man Jack Watkins. Check out the Billingham Stars TV YouTube channel for post-game interviews with Terry Ward, Jack Watkins and Scott McKenzie. And we'll be back next week for the visit of the Blackburn Hawks. It's a Saturday game here at the Forum. We do hope you can join us on Billingham Stars TV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.